Hello everyone. Through this video we will discuss the difference between string buffer class and string builder class in Java. So in our previous videos we have discussed differently for string class, string buffer class and string builder class. But why there are three different classes are available for string operation in Java, that we will learn in this particular video. Okay. So this is what the comparison table, if you will see that the first or most important point is the string class is immutable, but string buffer class is mutable, as well as the string builder class is mutable. Okay, so that means the value of string class we cannot change, but if you want to change the content of string, you may use string buffer class as well as string builder class. So we'll write a complete program through which we learn how this particular string value can be changed, and string buffer string value, sorry, the string value cannot be changed, but string buffer and string builder values can be changed. So let's go for example. Difference between all classes of string operations in Java. Okay, so what we'll write, we'll define the main method here. Okay, so we'll create the first string object. Good. Okay, now what I'll do, update one method I'll call, and then I'll pass the string class object. After that I am printing. So after changing whether what is the value. Okay, so if I want to change or want to see after change, let me print before change also, so that we can visualize what is the difference. Okay, done. So now I am directly calling this method without any objects, so you can understand that it's a static method without returning anything, which will catch with the same name. That's clear. And here I am writing str1 equal to str1 plus morning. Clear. So I have done some changes here. So that modification needs to be reflected here, because after calling the method I am printing the value. So what will happen, as per our understanding, this value should be copied here. Okay, whatever the changes I have made in this particular object, so it needs to be reflected here, and I should get the updated value. Okay, so let's check. Store the, save the program, go to the command prompt, compile successfully. See, before change value of str1 is good, after change value of str1 is good. Clear. So that means the string class object is immutable. You cannot change the content of the value of string object. Okay, done. Now what we will do, we will go for string buffer class. We are passing the value here. or else let's keep the same value like the string one. Good. And we'll print the same thing here, but here it is string 2. Here also it is string 2. After change, I'll call another method, that is update2. But here what I am passing, I am not passing the object of string class, I am passing the object of string buffer class. Okay, so I have to define one more method here with name update2, and I have to catch with string buffer class that I am giving the same name here. Okay, but here you have to write down str2, okay, dot concat. Okay, what I need to concat here, suppose morning. Okay, done. Or if I want, I can also use append method. Done. So I have created one object of string buffer class, pass the value. Before changing, I also am printing, and I am calling the update2 method. Here, as per our analysis, again it will come here. This morning will be appended after good, and I should get good morning as my updated value. Clear? So let's check this one. Compiled. Yes. So here, as it is string class object, so you are not getting any updated value because you cannot change. But whenever we are changing the content here, we are getting the updated content. Clear? Okay. So here, value of str2 gets modified, but here value of str1 is not modified. Okay. Now the third approach we will do for string builder class. We'll just modify the same thing, string builder, string builder, change the name, change the name. So I'm making the changes in the same program because at least you can visualize what is the difference between all three different types of classes. Okay. Now similarly, I have to copy this one, update it, string builder class 3, and you can use also the append method. Okay. Let's see. Done. So like string buffer class, string builder class is also providing the updated value because you can change the content of string buffer as well as string builder class. But whenever you are talking about this one, string class, you are not getting any updated value. Okay. So for better understanding, let's print the hash code of all the objects. Okay. So that we can realize now what actually the difference. So we are printing everywhere the hash code. We'll change the name, don't worry for that. Okay, so let's check. So this is str2, this is str3, this is also str2, str3. Okay, compiled. Okay, now check. First string in method, whenever we have called the first method update one, there the str1 is having a different address. Okay, and whatever in main is having a different address. So that's why whatever the changes you are doing in the formal object. Clear? And that is not going to be reflected in the original object. That's why string is mutable. Okay, so here, um, in str2, the address whatever is here in the method, the same address is available inside the main method. Okay, and the same concept is for string builder. So whether you are calling the method, you are not calling the method, everyone is working on the same reference or same address. So that's why you can change the address, change the value, and anywhere you are making the change, everything will be reflected. But in string class, whatever the changes you are making in one address, that is not going to be reflected in another address. Okay, so this is what the meaning of that string is immutable and string buffer and string builders are mutable. Okay, so second point is string is slow and consumes more memory because every time you have to, the new object is being created. Okay, but string buffer, string builder, it is fast and consumes less memory because they operate on the same address. Okay, now you have seen in the previous video, while in string comparison video, we have seen that we have used equals method and you have overridden that to compare the two strings, but it is not required in case of string builder and string buffer class. Okay, now here most important concept is here, the string buffer is synchronized. So in my last video of string builder class, I have told you that synchronization concept will come in multi-threading chapter in our future video. But I have given a simple example over there what is actually synchronization is all about. Okay, so string buffer supports synchronization, whereas string and string builder class doesn't support synchronization. Okay, now the next concept is coming as, if we'll convert from one string to string buffer or string to string builder class, then what to do? Okay, so let's write down the example so that you can better understand. Okay, so you'll convert from one to one. Okay, now first conversion will do, convert from string to string buffer. Okay, so what we'll do here, we'll take one example of string and I want to convert. So before conversion, let me print the original string. Okay. Now I need to convert to string buffer class. It's a very simple concept. What you need to do, you need to pass the string class object. Okay. Converted string. Okay, is str2. So let's copy this one. Okay, done. So original string also I'm getting, and the converted string also we are getting. Done. Now next task is to convert from string class object to string builder class. Okay. Now remember, the procedure is completely same. Only the name will change. So while creating the string builder class, okay, you have to pass the string class object. Done. So the converted string will be string 4. Done. Let's check. Done. Done. So the string class, this is the original string class object. Now you have converted to string builder class. Okay. So through this example, you can clearly understand if you want to convert from string class to string buffer class, what to do, and from string to string builder class, what to do. Okay. So another example we'll write down. Let me copy everything. Where the reverse thing will do. Clear? That means we will have some value of string buffer class and we will convert to string class. Done. So that means we have to do a bit of modification here. First of all, we will create the object of string buffer class where we will pass the value. Okay. Now this is what the original string. Done. String str1 we have done. Okay, but here you have to write down equal to, if you want to convert. Clear? So string 2 dot to string method, you have to take the help of to string method to convert from string buffer to string class. Okay, and the same approach will follow for string builder to string class. Okay, okay. Now the original string is here, str4. I need to convert to string. The same approach you will call the dot to string by using the string builder class object. Okay. So let's check whether it's working or not. No. Compiled successfully. Now check, it's working. Okay, so original string in string buffer is hello. Now converted to string, it's again hello. String builder class originally is this one. Now you are converting to this one. Okay, so from string to string buffer to string builder, from string builder to string buffer, sorry, your string class, string buffer to string class, everything you can convert without any problem. Okay, and the last example we'll see that how you will directly convert from one string class, string builder class to string buffer class. Okay, so here this string class is not required. String buffer class, we have given the value, so original string is string str2. Now I need to convert to string builder class. Okay, so directly what I'll do, I'll write str2. Okay, the converted string is str4. Okay, so I have taken the value by using string buffer class. Now I am converting to string builder class directly. Okay, while creating the object. So you have to see whether it's working or not. Yes, compiled. Original string is this one and converted string is this one. Okay, so these are the some examples we have discussed in slide, that how to convert from string to string buffer. Now by directly access, providing the value. Similarly, string to string builder, the same way, while creating the object of string builder class, will pass the object. Now string buffer to string builder to string. So by using toString method, you have to convert. Okay. And in the last case, from string buffer to string builder, there are two approaches actually. If you want, you can convert from string buffer to string. Okay. Then string to string builder, or directly also you can access. So in any way you can convert from string buffer or string builder to the corresponding string class. Okay, so here the conclusion comes that first of all you should know what is your objective, what is your requirement. If you don't want to change the content of in your string, then you have to go for string class. Now if you want to change, then you have to go for string buffer or string builder class. If you need to follow or focus on synchronization, you have to go for string buffer class. If you are not focusing on synchronization, then string builder class is much more faster than string buffer class. Okay, and then as per your requirement, whenever you want, you can convert from one time to another and you can operate. Okay, so lastly we'll write down one complete program by using conversion, so that you can visualize where to use this concept. Clear? So you have to check one string is palindrome or not. Okay, so before writing the program, let us discuss that I'll take one string as input. What is palindrome? Now suppose madam. Clear? So this string is known as palindrome string because if you find the reverse, also you'll get the same value. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take this input in string class, but I have to reverse it, so I'll use one method reverse. Reverse method is available inside the string buffer class. Okay, so I'll convert this one into string buffer class object. Okay, then I'll call the reverse method, so that I'll get this particular output, and then I'll compare both these values whether they are equal or not. Okay, so here I need to use string class, I need to use string buffer class also. So how? I'll just use this one. Let's check. Okay. So first of all, we'll take the input from the user. So I have defined the scanner class. So import java.util.star. Okay. So string str1 will take the input for that. Okay. Enter the string. Here sc dot next. Okay. So input is over. Done. So what I'll do here, I'll just keep this value in a temporary string temp. Clear? Because I'll change that one, I'll again reverse that one. So any time I may modify my original string. Okay. So then I have to convert from string to string buffer class. Okay. So how to convert? So string buffer class ob equal to new string buffer. Okay. And I'll pass the original string 1. Done. Any doubt? No. So str1. Now I'll do the modification. Okay. So what modification I'll do? I'll just call the reverse method, which belongs to the string buffer class. Done. Now what I'll do? Compare both the strings. Okay. So what I'll write, if temp is the temporary string or whatever I have copied. So temp I'll write on dot equals, okay, ignore case. Done. So that means whether it's capital or small, it doesn't matter, but I have to compare it. Okay. So what is the value? Next year one. That's the reverse message. Okay. So let's analyze. First, we have entered the string 1, then copied it. Then I have just stored here, converted to string buffer. Okay. And then by using this one, I am just, okay, directly. So I have done the reverse one. Okay. Then convert to string, because now it is in the format of what? String buffer class. Okay. So string 1 equal to ob dot to string. Clear? So I've converted from string buffer class to original string class. Then we have compared. Okay, because for comparison we need a common base for both the string. So while writing the program, I'll suggest everyone that before execution, you just analyze the code once again, do some rough work so that your logic power will be increasing. Okay, and then whatever the doubts will come to your mind and any error will be there, you can rectify that. Clear? Now let's go to the command prompt. Oh, system dot out. Okay. So as you are writing the live programs, so these errors are expected. Don't worry for that. Done. So enter the string. So I am entering this one. So this is not palindrome. I am writing madam. Madam is palindrome. But suppose I am writing capitals and small. Okay. So first letter is capital, second letter is in lowercase. But as you have written one method equals ignore case. Okay. Equals ignore case. So whatever may be the case, it will ignore and it will compare. So that's why it is showing that it is palindrome. Clear? Okay. So through this video, actually we have learned few different things while comparing from string, string builder, string buffer class, and how to convert from one class to another with some live examples. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching this.